Listen, lights, camera, action, take one. Welcome back to Sunrise. Lights, camera, action, take two. Welcome back to Sunrise. It's that time of the morning when we make way for the one and only. Drum roll. What's her name?
T to the K.
I like it. Thank you. Good morning. Oh, it's on. Okay. Okay.
We know one bad news, pan up. Only good news, pan up. With the vibes pan the top, pan up. Pop.
Oh, I like that song. Thank you so much.
We always give you the old school folk version.
This was a good rendition this morning. I appreciate it.
The Miss Lou version. We should get a gold medal for that.
Your gold medal is in the mail. But great morning.
Good morning.
I see that today is movie day, right?
Yes.
Let me tell you my favorite Jamaican movie of all time. Youth. Well, if you're over 18,
how do they come?
Dance Hall Queen. Favorite movie.
Yes,
I could watch that movie over and over again. Oh, such a good movie.
What's your favorite line from the movie, TK?
There's so many.
Yeah?
There's so many.
Then why don't you finish this line, TK? Walk and live.
Let's go into the headlines. No, but I think every Jamaican needs to watch that movie. So if you're younger and, you know, because I feel like everybody my age and older has seen it, right?
Yes,
right? Okay, good.
Yes.
See, Daniel hasn't, right? Daniel, you're like, what, 17 years old? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so if you are of age, whatever the rating is on that, watch Dance Hall Queen. As a Jamaican, you need to.
Agreed.
Okay, so let's jump into the headlines. Over 1,000 to benefit from NHT housing solution in Manchester. The Andrew Holness-led administration is still in the business of providing more housing solutions for citizens. The most recent development was in Manchester, where phase 2 of the purchase stage was constructed and is now being marketed. On Wednesday, some of the houses were handed over to the first set of citizens turned NHT homeowners. Member of Parliament for Central Manchester, Rhoda Moy Crawford, says it's a huge benefit for residents in the parish. The government's plan for the Cool parish extends beyond just housing. The Prime Minister says more development is coming. The 2-bedroom units range in price from $19.2 to $19.95 million.
I love this. You know why I love this? I love any situation where the Jamaican citizen benefits. I'm an extremely happy fellow citizen. Quality of life has certain benchmarkers, right? And one of them at the very top of that list is housing, shelter, right?
Owning a home.
And so, yeah, man, it is so critically important that people have shelter and good shelter.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And coming from Manchester is very good because recently I've heard some news that we don't want to talk about this morning, you know, coming from Manchester. And it's uncharacteristic of Manchester for that kind of news.
Right.
So this is good news. You know, when you own your first home and that feeling,
is
so
a
you're,
good feeling.
you're right, top of the list in terms of personal acquisitions, you know, and of course, owning a home, I'm learning from Carlton. Are you learning? It appreciates in value every year. Did you know if you don't know, you need to learn. So it's very, very good to celebrate that this morning. New houses and new infrastructure, new road. It's easier to get to Manchester now.
Yes.
You know, you hit the highway and you're there in a short
in
time.
45 minutes.
I'm going to say something that I don't know if it's going to be very popular. I'm not sure, but it's my truth, right?
Tell us.
I hope that people own the homes and it's not rented, bought for investment.
Right.
And I don't have anything against investment properties, but just like you said, I mean, I think it's so important to own a home for many people and for many reasons. And I like when Jamaicans are able to own their home as opposed to somebody who owns 10 homes and rents them out to Jamaicans and stuff like that. I also like when Jamaicans benefit from Jamaica.
Yes.
So it's not necessarily people who live overseas and they have their homes so that they can come down to. And again, I have no problem with that, but I want it to be both, you know? And so I'm glad that Jamaicans are benefiting for their property.
You preface that by saying it may be controversial, but I agree with you. I agree with you 100% because it allows for the distribution of wealth to be spread evenly, and that's what I think. That's what we all want. And as IT said, it's an appreciating asset, and everyone should be able to access that. And then it also allows for what's the word I'm looking for? For your next generation.
Yes.
It's security is
Yes,
the word I'm looking for.
yes.
Security for the next generation as well. So I agree with you.
And just week, NHT, they have announced, or shared with us this week, that 3 persons can get 21 million and 7 million times 3 years. And buy that unit,
Yes.
which is 19.
Yeah.
I love it. Let's do it. And when you guys get your house, hey, invite us for the housewarming.
Yes,
All right?
yeah.
At least me, I'll come. All right, so next up, KSAMC cracks down on delinquent businesses. The Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, the KSAMC, is ramping up its crackdown on businesses flouting trade license laws, with plans to publicly expose defaulters. Mayor Andrew Swaby delivered the stern warning at a recent council meeting. When he took office, Mayor Swaby made it a point to focus on recovering the funds owed to the municipality. Reports are that figure is in the millions. In a parallel effort, Swaby is now eyeing outstanding fees from advertising companies that have failed to settle their debts with the KSAMC. And of course, this is in reference to like signage, because every sign, every feather banner, any type of advertising or
There's a fee.
there is a fee
Attached
that
to it,
should be paid. So cracking down on that, you know?
Yes.
I think systems have to work. Systems are in place, and they're in place for a reason, and I like when a system works. And I think when everyone does their due diligence and does what they ought to do, it allows for society to exist in a way that is just a bit more seamless. It benefits all.
I agree, especially when it is a fair system, it's a system that makes sense, it's a system that is beneficial, then circumventing that system damages everybody. So I'm glad that not only is this system in place, but it's being enforced.
Correct, which is
because
our issue
enforcement
always.
is always our issue. You
And
know?
businesses know the importance of advertising and marketing expenses, you know, in operating, because you do it for traditional media, you do it on social media now, and you pay, because you can't boost an ad without money.
Right.
You have to pay. So similarly, for those ads, signage that's out there, we see it. It's a very powerful form of advertising, you know, because it stays there. You might not watch TV or listen to the radio, but you travel on the road either by bus, car, bicycle, so you're going to see it. So pay for it.
But and also, when you think about it, the reason why these systems are so important is without them, you end up with a society that is just upside down.
Yeah.
You want to walk past 5,000 party posters everywhere, plastered everywhere. It's unsightly, and it is proven, scientifically proven, that when you have a cleaner environment, it impacts you mentally, and in turn impacts your behavior. And so these things are important for, again, as I just said, the well-being of everyone. The signs must come down. You pay to put them up, get the details on where they can go, and you take them down.
But let's quickly say this: the KSAMC, when you collect those monies, you're going to be accountable for what you ought to be doing with the money for us.
Yes.
They also have a system to follow, and we're hoping that it's followed. So yeah, for sure. But let's go now to the Feel Good Friday headline. I love this one. Ready? This feels good. High school janitor sheds tears of joy after students surprise him with a brand new Jeep.
What?
Clearly, this is foreign, all right? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So a group of high school students in Virginia raised over $20,000 to surprise their beloved janitor, Francis Apraku, with his dream car for his birthday. Apraku, a kind-hearted Ghanaian immigrant, jokingly mentioned wanting the car, a Jeep Wrangler with the tire on the back, he said. And so the students, inspired by his positivity, launched a GoFundMe in May. By the end of summer, they had enough funds and surprised him with the Jeep in the school parking lot.
Whoa.
Look at this.
Listen,
Can
man.
you see this?
Goosebumps.
Oh my God.
Literal.
Listen.
I love a feel-good story.
I mean, you will never forget that for life. You know, I have a colleague, Kathy Grant. She always says that every year, she's a teacher, she gets these cards, and she says, "Why don't you surprise me when you don't give me a Range Rover?" You know. But I'm saying, look at the feeling, look at the response.
Wow.
No. No, good morning,
like that.
Kathy Grant. But I'm saying, you just can't just imagine how he is feeling and will feel forever by what those students did.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that, you know,
Jamaica can copy.
since people are gifting things that people mention, you know, just luxury vehicles for Tony K in general would be amazing. You know what I mean? You know, I'm not particular. Give me a GLE, an Audi, a BMW.
I find that your chest
you
is
know,
as high
take
as
the Porsche, I'll take whatever, you know, but just throwing that out there to our viewers or family or friends, you know?
No.
Any luxury vehicle.
Thank you,
know
TK.
what? Some of us will take other things, you know? Just send over a chicken. Or two.
Fair enough.
Listen, well, that's all we have time for today for the headlines. After the break, hey, don't move. Where are you going? Stick and stay.
Oh.
Press play on some films. We're gonna move that and we're gonna react. R-E-A-C-T, no, R-E-A-K. Love in React. We'll be right back.
What?